Episode 2 of Creativity Thinking: Developing Creativity. In order to succeed in developing your innate creativity, you need to overcome the natural barriers in your mind. Start to challenge your usual approach to situations.
Hi viewer, please like, subscribe our channel with comments.
Overcoming barriers. A big barrier to creative thinking is a tendency to seek quick solutions to problems. This may help you in the short term, but you will not excel in the long run. Look at the way you currently use your time and start to spend more time being creative. Tip: recognize the advantages and pitfalls of different thinking patterns. Adapting your thinking processes. Human beings have a natural tendency to seek quick and simple solutions to problems. We often know the answer we want and make sure the facts support our chosen solution. However, some situations require a different, more creative approach. Divergent thinking focuses on generating as many ideas as possible and opening up new opportunities in order to find a best fit solution. Make the time to think creatively, think about the big picture, and avoid rushing to quick conclusions. Tip: structure your time so that it is more productive. And tip: generate lots of ideas before making decisions. Making the time. The Japanese believe that there are 4 types of managerial time: operational time, the time necessary to correct yesterday's errors; strategic time, the time needed to plan for the future; innovative time, the time needed to become more competitive tomorrow; and Kaizen time, the time needed for the continuous improvements that ensure that we will have a tomorrow. It is generally true that we do not devote enough time to finding better ways of doing things. Make the time to review what you could improve in your work and your life, and then take action. Managing your time. The Japanese believe that senior managers should spend no more than 25% of their time on operational issues. The rest of their time should be spread across the other 3 categories. The more time senior managers spend on operational issues, the less time they can spend working creatively, and this reflects poor planning. Assess how you can restructure your time more effectively. Remember that the only way to manage time successfully is to set yourself realistic schedules, and then to stick to them. Believing in change. To need to believe that we can think the unthinkable and believe the unbelievable. Challenge the accepted way of doing things. Overcome your fear of looking foolish in front of other people and have the courage to put forward your ideas. Tip: remember that there are many ways of looking at things. Challenging beliefs. Sometimes we have creative ideas, but we are reluctant to put them forward because they may create precedents that go outside the box of accepted beliefs. You may not like to say something that others may find challenging and thus reject. Being creative means not only having the ability to come up with ideas but also being willing to challenge the conventional wisdom. Realize that all creative solutions, by their very nature, involve change, and change involves having the courage to challenge the status quo. Tip: be ready to question the accepted and with problems is an impetus to change. Thinking the unthinkable. New ideas are essential for progress, yet most new ideas are initially perceived in a negative way. The unknown is seen as dangerous, and an individual's instinctive response to a new idea is often to reject it, because it is safer to stay with what he or she has already tried and tested. Have the courage to think the unthinkable. Persuade others that what seem like impossible ideas are possible. Benefiting from change. Most people are intuitively opposed to any idea that they see as not being in their best interest. The problem is that one person opposing a new idea does not stop others benefiting from it. For example, deciding not to implement a technical innovation in your organization does not prevent a competitor from making that change. Recognize that those who fail to change will be left behind. Tip: ask questions, even if they seem ridiculous. Listen ideas with an open mind. Accept that change is necessary. And implement creative solutions. Taking a new approach, being creative means using a different approach to the way you solve certain problems. This is not something you need to do all the time. This approach is time consuming and irrelevant when the solution to the problem is clear or close ended. However, if a problem is open ended and has a number of potential solutions, start to form some creative ideas and discuss them with others. Ignoring ridicule. When you put forward a creative idea, you stand the risk of being called foolish. No one wants to look foolish in front of their peers, and this innate fear often prevents people from voicing their ideas. Do not be deterred by the fear of being ridiculed. Have confidence in yourself when you express your ideas. Changing your approach. To be able to increase your inventiveness, you need to learn how to tap into your mind's creative resources. Practice changing your natural approach to problems until the new method becomes instinctive. Take the time to exercise your mind. Tip: recognize that developing creativity takes time and practice. Preparing to change, the way you do things is determined by your values, your beliefs. These are influenced by the culture you grew up in, and they are also affected by your character. Thus, if you enjoy structure, you will tend to resist changes that appear to cut across your desire for order. If you prefer a flexible lifestyle, you will resist changes that threaten to impose order on you. Recognize that adapting your behavior requires practice, until the change in your approach becomes a natural impulse. Tip: think about the change you would like to make and how you could initiate it. Learning to change. Change is one of the few constants in life. Some people fight it, some embrace it, others wait and see. But no one can avoid it. Try following a set process to move from a current behavior to a new one. For example, for some people, being overweight is a lifestyle problem. Changing this situation means following guidelines or a diet and having regular weight checks or feedback to create new eating habits. Identify the change you want to make, commit to the change, resolve any potential obstacles in your path, and then take action. Exercising your mind. Developing your creative potential means freeing up your mind. Just as someone who is used to a sedentary life and decides to take a walking holiday needs to get fit before the trip, so you need to train your mind to work in new ways before develop your own creative potential. Try exercising your mind. For example, imagine where you would like to be in a year's time. Focus the image so that you can touch, hear, and feel it. Develop a plan that will help you achieve the same. Tip: remove your self-imposed mental roadblocks by carrying out creative exercises. Coaching for creativity. Many organizations use coaching to help their staff acquire new skills or develop existing ones. Understand the coaching process, see how you can use it to improve your creative potential, and set yourself goals to work towards. Tip: use coaching to help you change your current thinking patterns. What is coaching? Coaching is a useful tool that can help you develop your strengths and improve your skills. There are a number of ways that coaching can be carried out. For example, through observation and feedback, or through organized sessions with a personal coach. Coaching sessions, in which the coach provides leadership and a framework for generating creative ideas, is the most suitable method for developing creativity. The coach is able to support and guide the individual being coached or the coachee, and offer advice when necessary. By the end of the sessions, the coachee is also in a position to coach others, such as members of his team. Tip: set a fixed amount of time for a coaching session. Finding a coach. Coaches lead by example. Thus, to be an effective creative thinking coach, the individual must understand how creativity works in practice. He or she must also have a good knowledge of the various techniques that can help develop creative thinking. Find a suitable professional coach and set up a series of coaching sessions. Alternatively, ask a friend to act as your coach. Before you have the first session, think through what you want to achieve during the coaching process. For example, decide that you want to learn how to deal with problems in a more creative way. Tip: form a clear goals to work towards during a coaching session. Being coached, during the first session, the coach should take the lead. He or she may ask you questions about your normal thinking processes or your reactions to particular situations. Discussing these issues will help you pinpoint what you could start to do differently. Allow the coach to prompt you to make suggestions. Then, set yourself achievable weekly targets and draw up an action plan. Agree how these will be monitored and set a date for the next coaching session. Tip: recognize that coaching is an effective means of changing your current patterns of behavior. Stimulating creative thinking: there is a wide range of tools that you can use to stimulate creative thinking processes. They are simple to use and effective in practice. Familiarize yourself with the different creative tools and start to understand how you can apply them. Tip: pinpoint what you want, so that you can set about achieving it. Clarifying the outcome: in many situations, your reaction to a problem is instinctive. You may not even think about what outcome you actually require, and the results you finally get are therefore not always what you want. A useful way to approach a problem is to define the outcome before you start the problem-solving journey and then apply your creativity to achieving it. In this way, you will have reference points against which to evaluate your ideas. For example, if your desired outcome is to gain a new customer, focus your creative energies on achieving that. Tip: think in terms of the results you want to achieve, and focus on questions rather than predicting answers. Using physical activity: certain types of physical activity can provide the right conditions for creative thinking. This is because when you exercise, your motor senses are occupied with the basics of keeping your body functioning effectively. This frees the creative part of your mind to explore ideas. Choose a sport that you enjoy and make it a regular part of your routine. Take advantage of the time to think. Tip: learn to cross the natural barriers in your mind. Using mind mapping, this process is designed to help you change the way you look at complex problems. When you are faced with a problem, impose it onto a model, so that you view it in a different way. For example, draw the shape of a tree. Write down the main parts of the problem next to the large branches, note smaller aspects of the issue against the secondary branches, and so on. Once you have separated out the problem in this way, apply your creativity to each part of the issue, rather than trying to tackle the problem as an unwieldy whole. Changing the way you think: in order to be creative, it is necessary to change the way you think. Learn to let go of your preconceptions. Understand the different ways you can reprogram your mind so that you can see things in different, more productive ways. Tip: question and challenge ideas, rather than just accepting them. Doing things differently, telling yourself to do things differently, is simply an internal prompt that can be used to optimize your personal effectiveness. Notice your usual ways of doing this, such as morning routines, traveling to work routines, job routines, problem-solving routines, relationship management routines. Analyze these patterns in a creative way, and think about how you could change them. Unfreezing your mind: sometimes your mind freezes and you cannot find a solution to a problem. Disengage from the problem and allow your subconscious mind to work on the issue, undisturbed by the conscious. Search for a solution. Try going for a walk, thinking about something else, or making a cup of coffee. Use the method that works best for you. Tip: let your subconscious mind find solutions. Drawing to create ideas. Many people find visual images are a greater stimulus to creativity than words. Some people find it easier to express themselves by outlining an idea on paper and getting others to comment on what they see. Drawing can also free up your mind to think in a creative way. Get a sheet of paper and draw how you see the solution to a problem. Show it to others and ask them what they see. Use their feedback to help you crystallize your ideas. Using a negative condition. Applying a negative condition means creating a situation from which you then have to recover. For example, imagine that your competitor has halved his prices. Having decided on this negative scenario, think of as many ideas as you can for dealing with the situation. Use your creativity to see how you could overcome the problem. Tip: invest time in learning to do things differently, so that you can identify new opportunities.